La 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 la. It's Tuesday, y'all. Time to get tweaky.
Tweak, tweak.
Tweak, tweak.
Oh my goodness, we both have on black shirts today.
I know, look at us. I wore mine first. Got my jewels on. My hair looks like I got rained on because I did.
I did too, but I had a hat on. So
I tried fluffing it back up, but it said nay.
You just need to use better product, is what I think.
Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Hello, everyone. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here because we are an arty-friendly bunch.
For the most part.
For the most part. Let's start acting up. I feel like that's kind of true everywhere you go in life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right. Anyway, say hello in the chat, and I'm about to say hello to you. It is May the 6th, which means you got one more day to sign up for things over there in Makers. That's the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook page. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's where you can get your swap on.
Yeah, you got
to check it out. Featured area.
Featured. Just click this.
Oh, Gray's mom, Jenny. Hello. So happy that you were here with us.
Hey, is Mo here today?
Mo's here today.
Oh, Mo,
I was worried about you.
When you're not here, we miss you.
And when you don't answer my messages, I get very worried.
Yeah.
We need to work out something. I don't know.
Smoke signals.
She really doesn't owe us.
I don't know if we could see him across the pond.
Need some family members that I can call, or, you know.
Yeah, we need a chain of checkup.
Like, God, I don't really need that. I don't need that much PM Artist Studio in my life. Anyway, let's say hello to everybody. See, you hang around long enough, and then I feel like I need to interject myself into your life.
Yeah, there is that. She's already done that with mine. She gives me lots of advice.
I will reach out. Yeah. Got Christina's here. Sue is here. And Webb and Lar. Apple May is, hold on. Apple May is April. Art Junkie. Art Kier says Miriam. Carl Miller. That's Kathy. Cheryl, Christy, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy, Dana, Diane, Eddie, Ellen, Emma, Gray, and her mom, Jenny. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda. Handy Scandy, that's Nancy. Healing is Recycling, that's Elizabeth. Horde Paper Crafts, that's Mimi. Ingrid's here. Jackie Lubeck. Jeanette, a.k.a. Janette. Jenny's here. Joanne. Julie Parker. Hello, Julie. I love it when you're here. I know that because the time's crazy. She's in Australia, so times be weird, y'all. Kimberly, Lizette, Lizanne, Lizzie Jean, Lydia, Marguerite, Patricia Pfeiffer, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sophia, Tutu Hale, that is Tammy, Vanessa Lips, hello, and welcome. Veronica is here. If I missed you, just give me some pinky hello hands, hello, yellow, hello hands. Just a hand or, you know, something.
Hammers.
You know, an emoji that says, hey, Mariah.
Drum beats.
Need some hellos. Okay, it's Tweaky Tuesday. We're going to be tweaking things up. P has something on almost every single one of her plates, even the little ones.
Except for two.
Okay, and so what I may do, because she's got some real humdingers on there, let me just tell you. I may be going around there to look at them. I think I need to turn on, yeah, see, I need to turn your, there we go.
What is it?
I didn't have your camera on there for a second. So you were just an empty frame.
Oh.
When we went little.
Oh.
Oh. See? Then I popped you right in there. Boom! I should have done a...
Yeah. No kidding. Okay, the first thing I have to show you. I found this on the landing. Mariah says we've already shown it once, but I don't care. I think it's absolutely adorable.
There's multiple ones. She has me make stickers sometimes.
Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give that to Popsy and he'll hang it on his wall. He does everything like that.
Oh, P, do you remember the bush lions of Alaska? It's how we nomads kept in touch. And I wanted to look back. I'm going to look at things.
The bush lines? Mm-hmm. No, I don't know that.
Yeah.
We just lived in Anchorage. We didn't live in the bush.
They lived in the city.
Yeah, we were in
They
the
just
we
they
were in
would
the
go
city,
visit the
city
book.
with the moose, occasional bear, mostly black.
Right.
I never remember seeing
And the bald eagles
brown
at the
bear.
dump.
Bald eagles at the dump. You know, that's what people, they want to know where you see moose and bald eagles. So you just have to go to the dump in Anchorage.
The best wildlife.
Yeah, best wildlife viewing.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
All kinds of birds there.
Okay.
Okay, I anyway. So I just have really been having such a good time with these pan pastels and doing different things to them for different results. And I really thought, you know, I'm going to just, and this is what started it. I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put something on every single plate I have and then pull them all in one day. Now, some of them have pan pastel, some of them don't.
Hi, Robin.
But I think this is absolutely just as cute as it can be. I do want you to know that I did move my phone for a minute.
Hey, Jocelyn. I don't think I said hello to Jocelyn.
I've got some
Hi,
different
Michelle.
examples here of what not to do. I think that's always important, right? And I have something over here that looks...
Oh, they listen to the radio for messages on the bush lines.
Well, I've been on the whistle stop train, if that counts.
I don't know if that's the same
those
thing.
guys got their messages.
Hey, Shannon.
On when the train was coming through from the bush line. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, these are two that I had on the round plate.
Oh, Sue says that the dump can be very entertaining. Lots of bears at the Wenatchee one. Wenatchee? Wenatchee.
I don't know that.
Wenatchee.
See, Van would probably know that. He lived there for almost 20 years.
And then he stole her away for a little bit. And then I had a baby. I took her
She
back.
had to get a baby for me to come back. I would just visit periodically and not very often because I hated the plane.
Oh, such a
trip. It was just
I tell you, that is like, you might as well go to Europe.
Seriously.
Like, it's about
especially when they send you to St. Louis before they ship you off to Anchorage.
Or if your daughter's pregnant and like got, prego brain and trying to like.
And then she sent me to LA once and I spent
for 6 hours.
I just pulled over and with all my, I don't travel a lot.
Like I said, I had prego brain and it wasn't computing the layover. Like, it just.
Oh, and my gosh,
it's not like they just announce, oh, by the way, you're going to be there for 6 hours. Or maybe it was somewhere, but they put it small.
And then one other time she made me spend the night in Seattle, and I slept on a bench. I had my scarf and pillow, and that around your neck pillow.
Yeah,
I slept fine. It was how when you're sleeping on plastic, it's a little, one side of you gets kind of hot. You have to keep rolling.
It's not breathing.
That was kind of the way that was. But the LA one was just miserable because they were doing construction on the main airport, so they sent you to this little satellite thing out in BFE, and there wasn't anything there except one store.
Nothing to look at, nothing
to
eat.
look at, nothing to. Well, yeah, they had food there, but it was crap.
Yeah, like
and they didn't have to have good food because this is your only, Yeah, beans on toast.
Okay, we need to.
All right, moving right along. All right, so anywho, I have been experimenting with some old stencils. And this is one of my favorites. I've got to show it to you. It's in
pieces.
And I had to rip off this edge here because it didn't quite come out far enough. And I don't remember if see, you can see it there. That's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. Oh, and here's the other one. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, very soft and sensitive.
I love that.
Now, these others are just kind of like ho-hum.
If you're wondering what that particular stencil is there, it's.
Does it look like this in the shop?
No. I think that's the 5x7 of the, what do we call it? Blooms.
And I sent the other half, I think, to Eva Macy.
I wish she'd come and watch. We drive her crazy.
And she's having health issues, and her studio is in her basement, and her basement flooded.
Well, that was a while back. I would assume that maybe they got that worked out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're just telling her business.
Yeah. Eva, we miss you. Come back.
She did come back.
We'll do chrysanthemums.
She is. She's
together.
back in Makers.
Oh, she is. Good. All right. So I'm just pulling this off. You can see I have conditioned this plate because I didn't want it to. I wanted this stuff to stick really good. And you can see, look, I got a good pull on that. So that there is some residue there, but most of it came off. But isn't that a gorgeous color combination?
It is.
I'm just.
Oh, Julie says very beautiful. Would be good for a Mother's Day card.
It would. It would. And then this is a black one.
Oh.
That I did with the.
That kind of reminds me of like when they do that lacquer kind of.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I thought it looked Asian.
Mm-hmm. Mo gave you blue hearts on the.
I mean, I know it's kind of
that one's not
hard
like
to see it. This one, I needed to use a little more. Probably should have gone over it with white.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think this one's just absolutely stunning. I think it looks like an old World War II poster out of Japan.
Mm-hmm. Nancy says black is her favorite color.
I'm fond of it all.
Yes, and that was a rose accent. Just one of them.
Yeah, I've got some more to show you here in just
And
a
if you
bit.
want roses, like we got lots of roses. If you just search roses on the PM Art Studio website, or you can start out over there by like going to Carrie, see rose accent strips by Carrie.
And remember, one of the ways that you get this off, and I'm just going to do, because there's not enough on these to really pull a ghost print. There just really isn't.
That was mineral oil.
That was mineral oil. And it's the cheap stuff, not the expensive stuff.
Yeah, we gave up on that.
You know, I like the lemon smell, but for, you know,
the extra $5
more, I don't, you know, if I need some lemon.
And she's making the $5 up. I don't know what the amount is.
Yeah, I'm just saying it had to be.
I keep telling her that we shouldn't say prices because it's really relative. It's like,
and she's not talking about our cousin or anything.
Right. That was funny. That was pretty good.
I am every now and then.
I know. I don't know if y'all know this.
Have my moments.
It's my mom.
My moments of hilarity.
Oh,
that's what is
hilarity.
When she says that, it just cracks me
It is
up.
funny how she says that.
All right, so we've got these cleaned up and ready to go. Let's see, I knew that one wouldn't take very much to get it back in operational status. And just, you know, in case we decide to come back and revisit the small plates.
Mm-hmm.
They have their place in your repertoire.
Mo is also part of the wearing of only black clothing crowd.
Yeah. When we used to ask Ingrid about that, she said she was mourning the planet.
Mm.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to put that right there because we're going to use that some more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to keep all of these little prints together. They're on a little spot so that we can, and I have one with this one on it.
All right, so Sophia says, stream disclaimer, all prices are cited on a sliding scale relative to whatever mood P is in at that time. Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep, that works. That seems about right. Nightbot is an automatic, like a little third-party thing that we use to create some automation through, like if you do the hashtags, you'll notice some of our mods, they do the hashtag thing, and then something pops up. And then there's some other automatic moderation that we can set up through Nightbot. That's who that is. I wish we could, like, rename Nightbot, like, you know, just PM Mod or, you know.
Now, this has got quite a bit of residual.
Got some other names in mind there, but they probably wouldn't be appropriate. That is so beautiful. I should have recorded that.
I'm sorry.
That's
I didn't give you heads up.
She's just polling.
Isn't that
Hi,
gorgeous?
Meredith.
Hi, Meredith. I mentioned you the other day.
Oh, I think she commented. I think she watched later.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I probably haven't gotten back to that one.
Hey, she's been on some comments, though. I'm proud of you.
Have, but sometimes I don't get
and
back.
I was behind on a lot. So I apologize for that, but I do think that I am officially caught up at this moment in time. It's just we've been running around doing things, and then it hailed today, so we went and bought all those plants and planted things, and then I was running around, so we had this clear bin that was out on the patio, and I put it over my head. I still got pelted in the leg and one on my toe, which my toe kind of hurts. Because I was trying to put buckets over some of the plants that were out there.
Photograph this?
Is it a good one? Let me see what.
I don't know. No, not really.
No, that's not. Although somebody said they said that like it was the Dementors, I think is what, like coming out of the tunnel.
Oh. Well, I don't see that, but All right, I'm just putting these back over on the shelf. We'll do something with them if we need to. And if we don't, we won't. I'm just grabbing them off the shelf. I don't, there's no particular order. All right, here's one, Mariah.
Oh, I do want to do that one. And then I want to read. Okay, Sue says, psychologists say Americans are often overwhelmed by choice and sticking. Yes. We've talked about that before. Wasn't it you that had the shoe story?
About what?
About knowing a shoe guy that would bring out like 2 pairs of shoes, and if they wanted another one, he would take one of those and then just bring one back and always just have 2 in front of them. This is also my theory on the whole Cheesecake Factory. Way too many options. But this is also why I get way like overwhelmed at the grocery store.
I do too. I don't even like to go to the mall anymore. I find it just the most unpleasant experience. If I can't find it on the internet, I don't have to have it.
All right, let's keep this Arty in.
Okay.
All right, so this is a pan pastel onto the plate through a stencil done the other day. You'll have to find the stream. It was, at the beginning of May 2025. We'll go with that, right? That's a good moment in time. And then what did you pull it with?
Well, obviously not something that was very sticky.
Well, this is
it could just be the plate. See, look at it down there where it just peels up.
Pardon, yeah.
Pardon me. So sorry. Okay, but it did pull up the green line, which I was concerned about that.
Yeah.
I thought that added a lot. All right, excuse me. I might have to have a chug a lug of bourbon today. I don't know.
It's been a rough day.
All right, so we still have something on here. I'm not even worried about that right now. Just gonna switch these boogers out as I go. Oh, I'm very proud. That one's a good one. Well, it's not one of the better ones, but I mean, I'm glad I'm pulling it right now because I have better ones than this. But I did go through and do every single plate.
Oh, I should have pulled that one. That was a nice quick one. See, y'all, you just don't understand how hard it is to get, content.
Now, I really worked on those leaves. I want you to know that because you can see here, I've used one color, then on the opposite side, I've used another color. And that was done with this little stencil right here.
What would you say is your, kind of your...
What?
Okay. What are you loving most about the pan pastels right now?
The placement on the page. You can get it where you want it to go.
And then the blendability of that,
yes,
kind of creates those where that happens sometimes with the paint, but it's more of a happy accident.
Here's what you can do also. If you pull it up and you don't like one section, you can come in with your little wipey thing with some
clean up
and clean it up and redo it. Can't do that easily with paint.
No.
I mean, you can.
It just gets messy.
But it gets messy and smeary and whatnot.
A little more control.
That's what I really like about them. And I like using them on the plate. I don't necessarily like using them on the paper. That's not my
TBD.
jam.
TBD, y'all. Somebody just make a note that this is, you know, one of those instances where.
And I've got
Hey, Dawn.
fat paper that's overlapping and catching on other little.
Hey,
little
Carrie.
hoopty-doos. Okay, you will want to pull this. I mean, you will want to.
Or did I see that right? Is Carrie here?
See, look.
Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, no coughing. Did you drink some water?
Oh, I did. Okay. I do still have a little tickle.
Ooh. All right, this is another one of the pen pastels through the stencil, then pulled with acrylic paint. You want to see this type of technique because this one wasn't actually done on stream, but we have been doing quite a bit of it.
Fixing to do some today.
All right, well, I'll link the stream below. Look at that. That was professional right there. 17 seconds, which people watch 6 seconds of.
Oh, I think they watch more when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my perception.
Hey, Carla.
Okay.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies already, please do. This is the time. It's early, and I'll let the other people know that something fun's happening over here.
With the rose.
If you're in a real sharing, caring kind of mood, please share the stream with your friends over on other social media.
This is the little one that I pulled earlier from the little tiny square. I use this rose.
Okay.
I like this rose because it has lots of little edges that you can come in and do with your little tool.
See?
Tool. Oh, this is a good one,
Hi,
too.
Estella. Ooh, and lots of leave behind, too. I love that. Oh, Eddie used the roses recently. When did Eddie use the roses?
Oh, and remember this little jobber?
Oh, so this was the tape. Should I? Yeah, because you kind of did that on stream, so I
did that, the
yeah,
whole
okay,
thing.
hold on. Let's do that one real quick.
And look, and I anticipate we're going to have beautiful blue lines. So I'm calling it, Mariah. Beautiful blue lines.
All right, and this particular one is one of the, basically the paint gets smeared out, then P comes in with the washi tape, pulls the lines, then it utilized the pen pastels to create that blueness that you see there, plus pulling it with blue paint. If you want to see that, link below.
Isn't that nice? And still have a lot of really good residuals on the plate, which you can see they're kind of orange, so I should use some kind of blue stuff to get that up with. But a different color blue than.
Angela wants to know, can the pen pastels be mixed together before using? I suppose you could. Kind of cross-contamination of...
I don't know. You could scrape different stuff out into a lid and mix them around.
Yeah.
Now, I've never tried that. I just, I'm not quite that dedicated to.
Give her time. She'll be altering things.
Look at that. Look at that plate. It's one of those gooey ones.
Those little ones that have been around for a while are...
Hey, as long as they keep pulling... But boy, you really have to tug at these guys.
Eddie says you could mix the pastels on a separate piece of paper.
That's what I said. If you took one of the lids, same thing.
Same thing, Eddie.
Yeah. Now, we kind of lost our color combo thing here for whatever reason.
Well, you didn't for sure. That was, you kind of one-offed on the color combo, but yeah.
Yeah, I did. And it's still got a little stuff on it here, but, I don't know if that's going to be a...
I smell different today. That's right. Smell you later.
Oh, this is the green one.
Did you pastel this one?
Uh-huh. I pastel behind the, you'll see as soon as I start.
I don't think you did this one on stream.
Maybe not.
I don't feel like I was
part of it.
Sometimes I don't full on pay attention to what you're doing over there.
Yeah,
but
you're reading chat and talking.
Yeah, I'm doing my job. Marguerite loves her teeny tiny plate. She used it today.
Well, I'm glad we're not on camera on this one.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna take more than a minute. Sue says to use one of the big sponges as a palette for mixing. So you could kind of like mix it onto the sponge and then sponge from there.
Huh. Well, I think I do that inadvertently.
She did that unknowingly.
Yeah. That happened on the chrysanthemums a little bit.
Mm. Well, it's very lovely and painty and green.
Now, you think this isn't sticky? Okay, isn't it? Oh, I just think it's wonderful.
And please note that no amount of conditioning has changed that plate's
No, not really.
feelings about life. It's just that kind of plate.
Levitating. Yeah, I don't really know why. Just ended up that way. It wasn't always that way.
Right.
I think maybe it needs to be put back in the refrigerator. Or, oh, no, I absolutely, Mo, check out this green. Ah, love it.
Yeah, you used the green a lot.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me happy. Well, here we go with another one of the
Stickies.
Getting kind of some residue off of that.
Oh, Mo and Lizette are talking about your bracelet.
Which one?
Mo said, did you notice her right arm bracelet too?
Oh, yeah, my turquoise bracelet. I'm very proud of that. Most of these beads came from the flea market in Santa Fe.
Oh, and your rings. She was pointing out your rings. I have one that's similar to some of those
yeah.
because she got me one, but I don't know where
I love this Arizona blue.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a lot bluer than the green.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Yeah, turquoise comes in all different colors.
We had that conversation just the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, Meredith wants to know what paper you're using. That particular paper right there is the wet strength tissue. Other tissue wouldn't do this.
No.
Now, the medical paper supposedly, I mean, we've done it a little bit. Should work about the same.
Look at that shimmer of that copper with that green.
Mm-hmm.
I just absolutely think that's stunning.
Hi, Cynthia.
Another levitating plate.
Oh, was it a good one? Cynthia had a Cinco de Mayo gig. You know, she plays in a band.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of musica?
I think she plays violin, right? But I don't know what the
genre.
I
don't know if that's what you call music, but well, I'll tell you what.
Jesse wants to know which copper is it?
That was the
Ara
copper.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it because it's really nice and thick. And this is one of my mixing palettes with some leftover.
Wow, more of that showed up there than I thought it was going to.
This is the one that we want you to do some
stamping on.
Stamping and
with the scribble.
And the wah.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to do that today?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've got lots on the plate here as far as stuff. And I discovered a whole shelf that had been covered up by cascading paper. I'm just going to go through all the little ones and we'll start on the big ones. Oh, look at this, Mariah.
Oh, let's do that one.
Now, I need to talk to you about how I did this one.
Okay, well, hold on, because I want to record while you...
Because this was not online.
Right.
This was the other day. Now,
okay.
Just, whoa, stop.
Okay,
Stop.
Hammer time.
Let me get my... Where is that little bugger? See if there anywhere, Mariah?
Well, I don't know. Which one was it?
This one. One that has the little square windows. And I just kept moving it about.
Oh, this one.
Oh. No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Feels like it.
No, that's not it. It's a little jobber.
Mm. Huh? I don't know if you...
It's one of these little ATC size.
Hmm.
I don't know what I did with it. Of course. But anyway, it's a little one, and I just kept moving about. Okay, you see this here? That square?
Mm-hmm.
I just kept moving it about the cabin.
And then doing the pan pastels through it.
Yes.
And then pulled it with...
Gold. Ara.
Now, this one you did not do on stream, but there will be a link below to a similar stream.
But isn't that gorgeous?
It is. Whoop, whoop. I think the whoop, whoop at the end gets people excited.
I think it does too.
What y'all think? Whoop, whoop at the end?
All right. Now we're going to start on the big mamas.
Now, if y'all see any of these, if you see any of these shorts come across your YouTube, just, you know, you can give it a little thumbsy upsy.
Yeah. Won't hurt our feelings at all.
No, not at all. Even if you've seen it and you were like, yeah, I was there, I saw that stream. Oh, look at this. This is a humdinger.
This is a humdinger.
And we had quite the little situation where, like, remember we talked about what we were gonna... Well, should we have recorded this?
Do you want to?
I don't know. How long is it gonna take you to pull off there?
It's pulling pretty good.
I'm just gonna... we're just gonna,
Okay.
you know, some of the good stuff just for the
There'll be
streams.
more good stuff. But this is the one that somebody mentioned that the
Ooh.
sparkles behind it.
Right.
And
This was the major crackle one.
This is the Ara. Mariah, can you tell me what one?
Oh, the orange.
Yeah, red. It's vermilion, I think.
Light red orange is what it's called.
Light red orange.
Of the Ara paint.
Isn't that cool looking?
Mm-hmm. But she originally tried to pull it with the red iron oxide, and it was just too thin.
Yeah, so it's got a layer of red iron oxide. That probably
Mm-hmm.
is what increases the intensity. Let me bring it back and you can see it again.
Yeah.
The intensity of the orange.
Oh, do they? That's awesome.
I just didn't get enough paint out there, and I just felt like going over it with that same thing would just have... I would have been picking it up with my brayer. You know how that happens when it dries up enough that you're picking it up rather than putting it down.
Yeah. And then that's a dangerous situation because other things start coming up too.
Yes, things you didn't necessarily want to come up.
Cynthia, she plays the fiddle, and they played 60s, 70s, and 80s rock, kind of southern rock and country.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
All right, I'm a little disappointed in this. I should have gone darker. The problem is I wanted the lines to show, but I also wanted the background to show. So it was kind of a, I don't know. And you can't see my cute little flowers that I've got on there.
I know which one you're talking about, and yes, I think that is it, and she couldn't find it. So Mo found the link to the stencil that you used in the one that you kind of moved around and stuff. Good job, Mo.
Oh, thank you. And it was a little one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it actually came in two. But can you see the little lavender flowers?
They got kind of eaten up in the green.
They did. I needed something with higher contrast. But if it had gone darker, I would have lost my lines. This was a very critical call and wasn't necessarily. But you know what? It'll still make for wonderful collage.
Mm-hmm.
And some stuff is left in here.
Oh, awesome. Welcome, Go Fast. And if you have a name that you want us to call, good gosh, now I gotta fix that. That was major. That was just so major.
Okay. There we go. This is the one that I wanted shiny metallic gold on, and I got yellow ochre. Grabbed the wrong bottle. And that's what happens when you talk and try to art at the same time. It doesn't go well for me. That's why I have Mariah over there. She's the talky one. But look at that. Isn't that nice? Now remember, this was the... Smells good. This was the one that was supposedly really like the one I did with
all right, go fast.
Pan Pastels. This one was particular one was done with paint. Oops, a little static going on there, folks.
And licks things.
Carrying off my paper.
Right.
All right. Whoa there, wrong shelf. That's it for all the little ones.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Oh yes, that was the stress crosses. Oh, this is the Frank Lloyd Wright one.
Did I do this?
Oh, you did not. You didn't do the pastels in the stream, but you did put down the pole color.
Okay, so they sort of knew.
Yeah, and then we discussed where we kind of found the Frank Lloyd Wright color palettes, and gave a link to that in the chat. Oh, hey, wait, stop. Okay, I'm being told I should film this one.
All right. I'll just rub it back down and no one will know.
That's right, unless they came to the stream. Okay, so this is our Frank Lloyd Wright color palette inspired. If you really love the stencil, it's called Stacking Bars, and it was done as a kind of 3-part, right? Over on, well, stream will be linked below, but basically it was a kind of flop off technique using kind of a ghost print along with the stencil. So there's like 3 that went or were done at the same time with those black lines or the black paint.
Yes, and we'll get to some more of those. But isn't that beautiful? I'm sorry there were so many cracks in this one.
I think it's still cool. Whoop whoop
whoop. Still looks really cool.
All right.
Ah, dang it. Just keep picking up my side paper.
Oh, thanks, Mo. Look at her. She even found that link.
Oh, sorry. That's a squeaky
and
shelf.
That's the squeaky shelf. We need to. I'm gonna
squeaky
put some
shelf.
felt.
Okay.
Just get it down, and then I'll fix the camera.
Okay.
I think you're right. You kind of just knocked it a bit. I'm just gonna bring that a little bit. There we go.
Okay. I don't know what this stencil is called.
This is Grandma's Buttons. I don't know which style it is because there's style 1 and style 2. Oh, no, wait. This is not. This is Baubles and Bubbles. And I always do that. I had Grandma's Buttons on the brain. Somebody ordered that. It has been altered on the outside. Again, if you want to see the Pan Pastels being applied, that was in yesterday's stream. My stream, but I'm just not feeling real inspired right now. I got work to do, y'all. I really do.
Candy said I was a bit heavy-handed with my applicators, and she was
worried about them.
About the longevity. And she is rightfully worried. Some of them are getting
She's like, yeah, that does explain some things.
A little bit fluffy on the edges.
I did tell her, Candy. I said, Candy was worried about
you know, I was just, I'm not a light touch.
She's a pouncer.
I am.
A heavy pouncer.
We're gonna do some more of that today.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. I don't have a really clean plate, so I need to make sure. Okay. Now remember this one? Didn't we do this one?
Ooh, I think I should video this one. I don't know if I'm gonna put all these out on like one day or try to spread them out over time. I need to do.
Look at my thing's falling off.
I need to do thumbnails. So many things.
So many things to do.
I'm just gonna go with the ones I have. Yeah.
This one is really beautiful colors.
It is. It's almost one of my favorites.
Now, this particular plate, you can tell, look how thin it is. Is a...
Oh, this is the Gelli Arts plate.
Yeah.
Because it's the 9x12. And because Gel Press does not sell a 9x12 size. Hi, Alice.
Boy, look at it lifted.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the deal is with that. But look at those colors.
That's beautiful.
Now, there's some blend in there, folks.
And that was on camera.
Yeah.
She did all that on camera.
I think that's pretty impressive. And then, what did we used some kind of pearlized, because I can see in
Yes, in fact, it was...
between the lines.
Yes, it was the... I think it was the lilac. Yes, lilac pearl.
Boy, I'm telling you what, that's a good one. All right, we've got some stuff going on here. I don't know if it's going to make a hill of beans difference in what we're doing. But I think maybe what I'm going to do is grab one of these others that has less cool stuff on it. This
Yeah.
could ostensibly be some cool stuff that might come off. But that represents everything.
All right. Now what?
Well, now what we're going to do is because Mariah said it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and do this technique again. But I wanted to bring this back in because I do think that the pan pastels over the stars,
Yeah. Oh.
while they're still, in star state. Can't even see the little boogers. I don't know where I'm
Well, yeah,
here.
because I didn't realize they were...
Yeah, now see, look at that. And I just happened to grab this one. I don't know, there's another one here. It's got some blue on it. Let's see if we can get a little bit more
Oh, hey, Allie.
oomph. And here's the great part of this. So now you wet it and pull it off of here.
Oh.
And you've got a blue star or whatever the
Yeah.
heck kind of star you want.
Because remember, this is on the wet string tissue. These are the Crafter's Workshop Light and Fluffy texture pasted on through all lit up stars.
Now, you talk about eating something up.
Stars will do that.
Because
They're
they have
pointy.
a whole lot of little pointy things on them, and then they have just the natural texture of the... Anyhow, you can see how that might work. I thought it was brilliant on my part.
And then what you
thinking
do
of
is you
that.
wet that tissue, and then you pick those little stars on there, and then you can glue
Yeah,
them
because
on.
remember I picked them out on the day I did my collage. Oh, I don't have my collage on today. I wore my collage for 3 days, and I finally took it off today.
Yeah.
I thought people might have been monitoring my shirt length.
Yeah, wearing time.
Wearing time. Okay. All right, so here we are. Now, this is going to be my plate that I use. And I should pull this up, and this should be but now, you see what's happening there? When you're pulling these up, you need to be very
Yeah, because see, there's one.
aware.
Yeah, because it's not attached. So you have to start coming at it from different directions where it is most attached. Oh, that sounds fun, Alice. She went to a B&B in Winchester, Virginia, where Patsy Cline lived. But she didn't go to the museum.
Oh, I don't know if I've been interested in going to the
Yeah.
museum. I know a lot about Patsy Cline. My maiden name was Klein. Spelled like hers. We're not related, though. Okay, so this is going to be the flop off one. So let me get ready here. And you realize we won't be able to do any coloration today. because I'm going to use
Coloration? What do you mean?
I won't be able to color in with pan pastels because it'll be too wet.
Yeah.
So there is that. And I could have had that ready.
No, but I think people kind of have that process, that part of it understood. And I'm happy that you're showing the other part because I think it's kind of more interesting.
Okay. This is you got to move everything around.
Coloration.
To get to what you need. What the hell did I do with my black paint? There it is. I didn't have to move anything. I just thought I did. Okay, so I'm putting this one over here. This is going to be the flop off. Now I can just pick anything over here and, even if it's got something on it, I don't really care. This has got lots of stuff that's probably not going to come off anyway, so we don't care.
Yeah.
And here I wanted to show you this. This is from burring off using the round. But isn't that funny? Boom, boom. I like,
Yeah.
speed bump.
All right, I got a song stuck in my head, sort of, but then I don't. Like, I don't know who did it. I gotta Google this because it's making me crazy.
What?
And then I'll tell you what it is.
That's probably way more than I need, but I don't really care.
Mary J. Blige.
She's a good old girl.
Well, because when you say coloration, makes me think of holleration, and then I have that song like start. But like I
What
only
is
have
it called?
It's the name of the song is "Family Affair" by Mary J. Blige, which I love. Mary J. Mary J. is awesome. But it's a really great song. Anyway.
Well, you'll have to play it for me.
Oh, you'll probably, yeah, I don't know that you'll love it, but you might. And I had to know, because I was like, I almost had it there. I was like, was it in vogue? And I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm like, was it like salt and pepper? No, that's not quite right. But like, and then because I knew that there was the holleration part. And then I was like, but is that really one of the words, or is that what I think that it was? It is actually one of the words.
Holleration?
It's like holler at your people. And it even says on the Google, it says holleration isn't a standard English word. It's likely a misspelling or an attempt to create a new word based on the verb holler, which is to shout out or call people.
Well, we do that kind of thing all the time. I don't know why those people are worried about that.
Well, no, and that's just, how
I hit the edge of I do that a lot.
the hooty-doo.
Yeah, hooty-doo thing. All right, here we go. And I pry it up, and then I try to get my finger into one of the orifices.
Because again, you want to lift from all sides. You come at different directions. Because if you just yank it, you're going to
That's kind of hard to do when you're worried about your paint.
But this is the point in time when the stencil is the stickiest to the plate anyway, because it is brand new.
But we did have quite a bit of stuff on that plate.
I think I did. It's been Oh, maybe Alice. Probably.
Giving it another bit of pressure. Ah, beautiful print, beautiful print.
This particular stencil is called Sharp Edges. It's a new one by Lucy Ames.
I'll show you that in just a sec, but I want to get...
Mm-hmm. Did you flop off onto a plate or?
Flopped off onto a plate. Yeah. I'll show you that in a minute. This is regular hammer mill. And I'm getting, see,
Yeah,
arm in the paint, and I just drag it across there.
It's getting everywhere. And it is open.
And it is open. And I'm just trying to get the edges here so that I don't have to
keep bumping into it.
Keep bumping into it.
No, I don't watch TV anymore. Like regular TV stuff, very rarely do I see.
Cool.
Very cool, and it's still giving.
I don't want to use that one because that's still got that
Mm-hmm.
wet paint on it.
Oh. That's a good idea.
Ooh, that was a really good one. Really good one, really good one. All right, now I think what I'm going to do is do some tissue paper. Mop up here.
Eddie's being funny. Go Fast, that is our Facebook page. It's Makers of Mixed Media Art, our Facebook group. And many of these folks here, plus another, you know, couple thousand or so, hang out there. Ooh, it's kind of interesting that where it's stuck onto the areas. Yeah. I don't know if it's just more noticeable or if it is actually stuck there more.
I don't know. I do not know that. I do not have the answer to that. Okay, now where do I want that to go? The problem with doing these is you don't want to put anything down on top of them. Now that one seems to be pretty okay. Okay, Mariah, could you come and get, if I put this down over here, because I've got my stencils that I want to do pointing on. What was that? What'd you throw?
Oh, what's your face?
It's very wet.
Her doll. What's that one's name?
Oh, I don't know. Brought her out here the other day. All right, now don't go away. You got one more.
Oh.
But see that? Isn't that beautiful? I mean, you just, for golden paint, You can't beat it. Now, this one was a little underwhelming as far as its line quality wasn't as good as when I did the other one. But it's still okay.
Yeah.
And then I can come in and fill in those areas so that this one has kind of a puzzly effect.
Mm-hmm.
But that won't be happening today. All right, let's see. Yeah.
Because that all needs to dry before you go messing around.
I think that this is pretty fairly dry. Now, the thing that I want to do today is create a background for the Monstera leaves.
Yes, because I got those over here ready.
And we're going to talk about some different stencils here and how to use these different stencils. So I'm just going to put this aside for just a second, talk about stencils and how to create a background from a patterned stencil that isn't necessarily just the stencil.
Look at you.
Well, I found these in the leaf folder.
Find them over there. This was when she was doing the cat thing.
Oh, we should get that down and show that because there's some people that haven't seen that.
That's
The
right.
rest of you can just close your eyes, go smoke a cigarette, drink a beer. And
the cat pouch is coming out.
Yeah.
That just makes me.
All right, I made a whole lot of leaves.
And some kitties. These are cat stamps by Rhonda. And
yeah, and they've been hand colorated.
Pretty kitties.
But these are also whose leaves are these?
Those are Sophia's. And there's like a whole bunch of sizes and different directions, and they got all of them. That flower is the rose something.
Now this would be
by Christy Hartman.
Really good one to use with the pan pastels this flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that is left over from that project. And anyhow, I think that is a very cool. So we also make things with our friends.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Then it takes about 8 weeks.
I don't really know where this whole thing with the leaf thing is going. But just, for shiggles and grins. That's dry. We're going to talk about these different stencils. Okay, this is a great one for moving about and just doing pieces and parts. And I don't know what this one's called, but I'm sure that some of those people that are in this here thing
this
will know.
Thing. Do you want to take a guess?
Leaves.
It is called leaves. It is what is this one? No, no.
Lined up leaves.
Lined up leaves. No, it is not lined up leaves. This is hold on.
Well, that's what I would have called it.
Yeah.
Now, is this one cut
little
out?
leaves? It's little leaves.
Did I cut these out? Cut this one out?
By Carrie.
Does it come that way?
No, this is it.
Oh.
This is how it comes. No alteration needed.
No alteration needed. All right. Well, there you go. We've got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is another one.
This is Dancing Leaves by Rhonda.
Oh, and you can see what a splendid job I did on ombreing this one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where that print is.
I don't know where it went, but it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Probably got obliterated by something.
Well, I did lose a lot of prints before I understood transparent colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this would make an interesting background, and you don't have to point all of them. You can just get pieces and parts of each little separate leaf there. All right, now, I know I've shown you this one 900 times, but you just can't go wrong with this one for getting a design onto paper.
Yes, and what's so funny, okay, this is also a Rhonda design, and this is part of the Victorian Parlor there's a style 1, style 2. I can't remember which one's which. Apologies for that. But it always makes me think of really fancy toast.
Really fancy what?
Toast, because they look like little pieces of bread, and I'm always like, they look like little
Well,
fancy
you could put
pieces
those
of
down
toast.
Down there on cinnamon toast.
It's like French toast. Look, it's French toast because it has the, fleur-de-lis on it.
Okay, well, I use this one
That's what we should have called
to
it.
get the lines going.
French toast.
French toast.
Fancy French toast.
Fancy toast. Who knew?
It's all me.
All right, now I think this is part of the jazz series.
It is. This is your design. You should feel like you know this.
And the reason
But Brad made it
this
happen.
one is because it does come up with those really funky little lines, little.
Yes, and this
maybe looks like bugs ate the leaves or something.
Yeah, and this one's a great set because you can either get, like, if you don't want it cut out like this in the mask form, you can also get it in a stencil form with it, with the edges on it, or, it's already cut out.
So I cut out around this one.
No, it comes that way.
Oh,
we have options.
They listen to me every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. These people means us, Brad and Mariah.
Yeah, the actualizers.
The actualizers. I'm gonna put that on a business card. I'm an actualizer. Sometimes we facilitate things, but more so we actualize.
Yes, they actualize my vision, which sometimes is kind of muddy. Oh, it's like my eyeballs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not seen with the greatest clarity.
This particular stencil is a little humdinger to cut, but
I would imagine so.
Yes. This one is called what is this one? Fancy clusters. Feathery eye. Thank you, Eddie. Look
Feathery
at him.
eye.
Feathery eye clusters.
All right. The reason I like to use this for the pointing thing where you're just getting down a textural background is because you can come in and you can pick up these little areas like this. And I had the big one out and I thought, I'm going to go with the little one simply because it doesn't have any paint on it. And if I don't put paint on it and Mariah sees it, she'll snatch it.
But we may have cut you a new one.
Yes, that is very true because they do get clogged up. And
Those
I'm not
with the little tiny orifices get clogged up if you do not clean your stencils. If you're not a stencil
And this
cleaner.
is part of DNA leaves.
That's what she calls it, but that's not as what it, if you're looking for this on the website, this is called spiral leaves, but it is her design, but then altered by me, Mariah, the M of PM Artist Studio.
She DNA'd it.
I made this happen. I was the actuator what did you say? The
actuator.
Did you know that that's actually a thing? An actuator is a little pumpy thing that, with when the heat and it opens up the window. It's an actuator. Look at us learning things. Hello,
okay,
Sherry.
well, I've got this one, and then the larger leaf version of that one is this one, which is really good. It doesn't clog up as badly as this one. So,
it's a clogger.
If you're
spiral swirls.
If you're not into, maintaining your stencils and taking them and cleaning them up and scrubbing them up, then probably you need the bigger one, bigger orifices. All right, so we've got all of those, which we're at some time or other going to use those in our pursuit of a proper background. Now, I could use this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just snag this one since it doesn't have a whole lot on it. And this one does, and I'll just shove this one back in
the slot.
In the slot. There we go. All right, let's just get after it. So I've got my stencils over here. The first thing you can do is you can just put them down in the area that you're going to. And could you hand me some of those leaves, Mariah?
Okay, do you want, because remember there's kind of two kinds.
And remember, you don't have to have the pastels. I don't know, just give them all to me. Because I might just do one with the little leaves. And I don't know if I can get both the big leaves on one paper, but No, I don't think that's going to be possible.
I mean, if you kind of brought them in and didn't do the whole thing. So these are the Monstera leaves by Christy Hartman. There's a set of 3 and style 1, style 2.
Okay, so I've got 4 little ones and 2 big ones. And you can't get both of the big ones on there. So the best way to utilize your paper would be to place your little ones accordingly to get the most use out of your paper.
That is also how I laid them out to cut, get them cut.
Well,
was
see,
like
there you
size
go.
wise was what was going to fit on the 9x12. We're actually within the area where we can cut.
Now, here's the other thing. That area that you don't use for the leaf, you're going to have leftover papers and whatnot. Don't throw those away, because those are, you can put them. Mariah is she is supremo at putting them down and, making them go places. Now, the reason I say, and I got out this paper, is to let you know, you don't have to have pan pastel. You can do this with acrylic paint, which this was done with acrylic paint.
Are you sure that was done with acrylic paint? Or
Yes, ma'am. I am. I don't have any other paint.
No, but I'm wondering are those rubbings? That looks like rubbings to me.
No. It doesn't have any oily feel to it. It could be rubbings.
But what about the crayons?
It's not.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. It's not. Okay, so we need, and when I put my pan pastels together yesterday, I kind of tried to get all the greens into one so I didn't have to open up the other one.
Yeah.
And what I will do here is just pull those out, and I've kind of figured out how to do this without. Okay, this is a wonderful green. Oh, that's purple. Okay, never mind. So, green, 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 and then we're going to go ahead and pull out, I think that's is that gold?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one, a yellow. This is a good flat yellow. And I might even pull out this really dark blue.
Need some shadow.
For shadows. Okay?
Okay.
And here we go. And the thing about it is you don't need to be too terribly careful with your sponge, since, you're just, going around in different places anyway. And you can pull your stencil up and look at it.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say that too, Julie.
What?
Just, you almost got all of them out of there, but then,
Got all of them out
of the color, like using all the colors, but we were just being funny.
Oh. I don't understand what
I know
all we're talking about. Now remember, what you can do before you rip up your stencil is you can pick up your hoop-de-doo and you can see where you've got stuff. See that?
If you have your thing on the plexiglass.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you just have your plate out, you can do that too, but probably a little trickier.
I know, here I go, abusing my applicators. I can hear them already.
It's just how she do. Just how she do. All right, Sophia, thanks for hanging. And Paige, what are you crocheting? Diane wants to know.
Oh, I should have shown you my scarf. I finished one of my scarves.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Remember I had it on the other day.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
It was a little
yeah, it was a little warm for our weather, but
warm for prevailing conditions. I showed it to you, didn't I? Yeah. When we were at the eye doctor.
Right, but I didn't know it was done. I mean, you're still carrying it around.
Well, it's just because I forgot to take it out. Okay, this is how you do this, y'all.
Yeah. I was going to say acetate. And then I was like, no, plexiglass. But I guess I stopped. Didn't mean to. But that is funny. Hi, Kim. Yeah, they don't make witches' boots like they used to.
They don't make what?
Witches' boots. You remember you're calling those?
Oh, is that was what they were talking about? That I was a little heavy-handed with the boots.
Hey, maybe. I think that's just how you roll, like in life.
It's true. I really like this darker color.
She's a bootless witch. Heel toe dosey do. Love that song.
I really should have taken the time to make this all one solid color. It certainly made it a lot.
Yeah, it is a little tricky working through the multicolors that you got down there on that. And it's been like that for a long time, actually, which is funny. Diane, Paige is crocheting simple scarf cowl neck warmer for elementary teachers in her town. Aw. She's been working on this project since last February, getting close to delivering all 12 schools. Wow. That is super sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, maybe we should give that scarf to Izzy's teacher. It is Teacher's Appreciation Week.
Does she look like a scarf person?
I don't know. Who isn't a scarf person? I guess some people aren't scarf people. They don't like things around their necks.
Yeah, if you run hot, they're not.
I should ask her.
You should, because there's, do
you run hot, Mrs. Kenyon? Asking for a friend.
But see how you just keep pulling it up and you decide, okay, then I see that there's a ball spot there.
Yeah. If your stencil's all one color, it's a lot easier to see what she's doing. You know, that's what she was alluding to earlier there. Mm-hmm. 100%. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Just Eddie's putting out the PSAs. Hi, Utah. Oh, Diane is not a scarf person. She runs hot, overheat very easily. Plus menopause. Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly affected my choice of wardrobe.
During that time.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. It was terrible.
Yeah, Anne says it's too hot to wear scarves here, especially except for in winter. Yeah, for about,
Listen,
4
when
weeks.
I was in Anchorage, I wore them year round because I had this special little scarf hanging over there. It's only about 8 inches wide, And it was, what do you call that stuff? Rayon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I think that that's looking pretty darn good.
I love it.
Okay, we'll put this over here. And stack up. You don't always have to screw them together. You can just stack them.
I like having a scarf with me pretty much at all times because even in the summertime, you go into certain places and they have their AC cranked on, and I'm like, okay, now I'm freezing to death.
People, I'm like, you can save a little energy there, folks.
Like the taco joint, that place is always freezing.
Hospitals. When I go to the VA,
I try to stay away from those places.
They freeze me out every time, and I'm kind of a. All right, so we've got this. Now we decide what do we want to pull this with. And I'm thinking gold. The dark gold. The shiny gold, not yellow ochre. So I'm turning the card here and I'm looking at it and it says dark gold.
Oh, Jessie.
I think that this will be simply splendid.
Yes.
But anyway, when I was in Alaska, I wore a lot of scarves.
Okay, so when are you doing the Monstera leaves? Or did you already screw up?
No.
Okay. I was just...
I'm getting down this lighter colored background. Then we're going to put the leaves down and go over it with a really dark color. So that the leaves are... Well, I might have screwed up as far as the
opacity.
Opacity. But I think I can get a lot of this.
That's why I was like, I don't know if this is going to do the thing that you think it's going to do.
I think it is, Mariah.
Okay. Now maybe.
We're picking it
May want to
up.
put another brayer paper down. Getting kind of filled up. Commenting on the comments.
All right, I think that this is going to be...
That was funny, Eddie. That made me laugh out loud.
All right, now I'm going to allow this to dry. Okay? Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
See how transparent it is?
Ish.
Ish my
Tish.
bottom.
Tush. Ish my tush.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. Now, what do we got? What's this? See, this has got blue stuff on it. This is going to be fun.
Okay.
I don't know how much of the blue stuff is going to...
Yeah.
Now we're going to do this other technique where you move it about the cabin more. I think that that's going to be more fun for you. But I'm going to take away this really beautiful gold paper here. Put it up there and let it dry flat. That'll be nice.
I was like, what's that extra F for? I got it. I think I worked it out. If you know, you know.
Okay. Get my colors back down here. Alrighty. Now, remember we didn't change sponges. We just kept using the same one. Okay? What I'm going to do is just try to get down some dark areas.
Ooh.
But see what they look like? Don't they look cool?
Yes. Hi, Tina. Oh, this one's feathery eye clusters. It comes in all 3 sizes. Also has a little, where was it? The set of 6 or something. If you want just the little thingies. Matt. And he's filling in the blanks.
He's doing what?
Filling in the blanks. I think I need a nap.
What?
Oh, man. Oh, my little thing just unscrewed.
Oh.
He did.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, thankfully we're here at the house, so I can find it.
That could be just disastrous, Mariah.
It can be. It's because I mess with it. Oh yeah, it's all hooked on there. That's okay. Alright, we're all good. We're all good, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta tighten that little hooty-doo so it doesn't go all cray-cray. Alright, I'm not.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just moving this around, trying to get some of this everywhere with this color. And like I said, I don't really know what's going to happen with the blue business underneath. I don't really know.
I don't know what that looks like, Alice. But, you know, I mean, I'm not against it.
Against what?
I can't. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Just remind me. Oh, it would look good with the quilted crop circle.
I tried to find it and I couldn't find mine somewhere, but it wasn't where I thought it was. I thought it was with the circle business.
Well, I think you used it fairly recently, so it may actually be in that stack over there versus like filed away.
Oh, it could be.
That's my.
I know. If I would just put things back where they're supposed to be.
I don't know. Who has time to keep up with such things?
Truly.
What does one call it? Well, I guess that would be a herd, right? They're herds.
What is that?
You know, like, you know, a whole cluster of butterflies is a kaleidoscope.
Really?
And a group of crows is
You know that
a murder.
You know that for a fact?
I do. It's called a kaleidoscope. But what do you call a group of camels?
Crew.
A crew?
No, I'm just making it up.
There were other suggestions in the chat. Stack of Wednesdays. Ooh, a group of squirrels is called a scurry.
Scurry. I love it.
Oh, caravan and flock of camels is most often used. Well, I think we have a new.
See how cool this is looking?
Oh, hi, Brandy. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies. That's, you know, like this stream if you haven't already. There's some of y'all that haven't. Please and thank you. Share it if you're feeling real, you know, Sherry Carey today. We very much appreciate it. And one of these days we'll hit 11,000 subscribers fairly soon-ish. About a month, probably.
Are we doing anything special when we hit that
No.
landmark?
Nah, we're going to wait it out a little further. But we might do something, just not something big. That's actually a restaurant around here, or it used to be. I don't know if they're open anymore, but I used to love going to Humperdinck's. Good times, y'all. I think we're going to go have crawfish. Brad and I are. We're going to leave the baby with you.
Okay. I don't want to go to that place anyway. I don't like it. Their music sucks and their food's too spicy.
I can bring you back something. Some ceviche.
Oh, I would like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
If you take care of my baby.
I will. Ben likes that stuff too.
The ceviche?
Mm-hmm.
Just get a double order or single?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let them put the red sauce on.
Oh, no, we don't do that. I don't know. I don't know who brought that into the mix of things. And well, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's like a thing from Mexico or if it's a Spanish thing or whatever it is, but I don't
just
really
total
care.
Texan.
Total Texan thing. Could be just a Tex-Mex thing. Like, they make things weird sometimes when they Tex-Mex it.
Yeah, like I do not like salt on my edge of my margarita. Thank you.
Oh, I do like that.
Much. I do not like that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just do not. It makes me angry.
Oh. Alice's, via the AI, says that there are different groups of names of cats. A clutter, nuisance, and glare.
Really?
For cats. Guess it depends on what they're doing. That group of cats.
All right,
I'm
now
sorry.
I have to look this over carefully because that blue is kind of interfering with my perception of things.
Well, Tina, welcome. We're very happy that you are here. She has never used pan pastels on the gel plate before. She's jumping ahead, but how do you take it off? No, you're not jumping ahead. At all. Like, because we kind of do things in, various phases of who's it, what's it.
Who's it, what's it?
But basically what she'll do is she's going to put down a pull color of acrylic paint.
Oh, I'm not putting down a pull color yet.
She's not doing it yet, but then she will, and then that pulls most of it up.
Well, I'm probably playing with fire here.
Fire.
Fire
Fire in the hole.
But the reason I'm doing this like this is because I want to get the leaves.
Mm-hmm. You kind of want to preserve that, or...
And, I could go ahead and pull it and then just put the leaf down on the, I don't know. I'm really, yeah. Okay. Forget that. And I've got to pick up this is my only
I really
hesitancy.
I am humoring myself.
Are you?
A lot today.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. Cats make me laugh. The subject of kitties.
Kittens.
Kittens. They had a bag of gummy kittens the other day. Like, not like with THC or anything in it. We were out shopping. I am a little sad that I didn't get the bag of kittens. Because I just, again, think that that's hilarious.
All right. Now, what we're doing here is we're just going to let this dry.
Just let it...
Then we're going to put the leaf down. And go over it with some really dark color. Yo ho ho. And a bottle of rum. This should dry pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. I love strawberry rhubarb pie. Or just rhubarb pie. It's one of my most favorite things. And it's one thing that my grandma Frances used to actually make for me.
She did. And we used to say, Mimi, if you're feeling poorly, could you bake some of those pies and freeze them up just in case?
Just in case.
That was kind of rude. She thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, she did. She was kind of dark like that.
All right. Now on this one, I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Oh.
Or I could just take this one. Since it does really cover most of the area. See that white piece of paper? That's why you put that white piece of paper down there, folks.
Oh, hey, Shannon.
All right. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to simplify. We're going to just go with the dark colors. And then we can pull it with a light background.
Yeah, that's the one
What?
that didn't like me. Well, I don't know that she didn't like me. She just didn't love anyone as much as she loved Nathan. And
Yeah,
that was very
she
clear.
She didn't even like me as well as she did Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm her favorite granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. This particular one is Dancing Leaves by Rhonda. It came out a little while ago. Like, it's been out for a while. But it might have been in one of those big launches. But then you did a beautiful print with this one. Remember?
I did.
Actually, there were two that came from the kind of the same. Like, a lot of times she'll batch things. You know, like, there'll be a couple of plates that have similar stuff on them. And she has that one really beautiful print. And it's over in the box. Like,
it's in the
should
box.
be framed kind of thing. But we don't have any more wall space.
We're waiting until we get a bigger facility.
Yeah, we need a hotel or a... I want a hotel, not a motel. She wants a motel.
Y'all have one that you're willing to give up, we would take it. Now, I noticed there's some other stuff in the background on this one here that's really showing up here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even aside from the pink stuff. So this is going to be a real outlier here. We don't know what exactly is going to happen, but should be something interesting. I'm kind of trying to follow the leaf line, but I'm not like getting super obsessed about that.
Well, it's great because like the Central Market here actually makes rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb. They put the strawberry with it. My Grandma Frances used to not. Like, it was just straight up, but now she put a lot of sugar.
But she did make strawberry rhubarb also.
I don't remember that.
She also made something called mincemeat, which as a child I didn't particularly care for it, but as an adult I loved it. And I've never had any as good as hers. Other people make it, but it's just not.
Who's going to do all the laundry for the hotel or motel? I don't know.
Well, if we have that, we will have a staff.
And pay them well.
Yes.
Or it might just become like some kind of little arty commune thing where we all just pitch in and do things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can work off your...
Eddie will be entertaining by the pool. As the king of the nerd, that totally makes sense.
Eddie, we might have to multitask you in some other areas other than just entertainment. Like, you know.
You might have to expand your skill set.
Toilet duty or something.
Toilet duty.
You might have to clean up a latrine or two. Just to keep, you know, in my good graces. I don't do toilets very well.
Oh, Lynn says that you should find a coffee house who will display your prints.
Well, we kind of worked on some of that, but it was just
it's kind of a whip, and I also worry about like people touching things, and
it would have to be under glass. And anytime you're talking about under glass, you're talking about high dollar.
That looks lovely. I kind of hope some of that other stuff does that together. It looks beautiful. Oh, Paige's grandmother made mincemeat too. Was yours made from green tomatoes? Never understood why it was called mincemeat when there was no meat in it.
It was made from meat. She actually put meat into this. She had this huge cooker thing. It was electric.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it took a couple of days to do it.
I don't remember this, so I'm pretty sure that I was not a fan of it. Or it was not, like, made when I was...
I don't know. You may have been too little to really appreciate the mincemeat, Mariah.
Mm-hmm. We can say that.
But it was really yummy with whipping cream. We always had that because we had cows.
Those things together just doesn't...
Or a cow.
I don't... think that's just super cute, and I hope that it all comes up together.
I kind of hope it does too. Alrighty, now what to put down here? I'm still thinking pink.
Shoe fly pie.
Don't know that. She used to make raisin pie, which is out of this world.
Pennsylvania Dutch dessert known for its oh god, she'd love it. Molasses filling and crumb topping.
I like molasses.
She would like all of those things.
I put molasses in my coffee every day. It keeps me regular. I know you
I don't really care for
wanted
molasses.
to know that. Now you realize this color is going to
obliterate the pink stuff.
Well, no, it's going to probably obliterate the green because it's going to, you know, complement color, and it will neutralize the green somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know if y'all want to know all that, but there you go.
Now I'm trying to brayer this off as much as I can because remember, this is not our last layer.
He's gonna. I was kidding. Side.
But because I have so many layers on here, I wanted plenty of paint to make sure it got down in there before I made that determination. Well, basically what I'm doing now is pulling off paint.
I love pecan pie, but it gives me like the worst heartburn because of the sugar. Kills me. Oh, that's lovely. I'm a little sad that it obliterated the others. Like, you can see bits of it in there. I don't know if it's going to come up. It might be a little more shiny and noticeable once you pull it, but
I know.
I am pleased with this for the most part. Just so you know.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Oh, Jocelyn also makes lumberjack molasses cookies. She'd probably totally be on board with that.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, I always use, all right, I'm ready for a leaf here. I'm always ready for molasses in anything. I use molasses in my drunken oatmeal cookies.
Those are fabulous. You should make some of those.
I should. Now see, I can get a little bit more of this because it doesn't have to have the leafy part everywhere because I went really heavy with the edges.
Arty party commune.
I can hear our little scrapers down there. Hello, gentlemen.
And they probably have their earbuds. Although they were quite chatty earlier. I don't know if they're
still chatting.
They probably don't know that you're talking to them. Black bean brownies. I don't know about that, Sherry.
I don't know either, but I certainly...
She's not a no on a brownie. She'll certainly try it.
Yeah, as long as you give me enough whipping cream, I can just manage about anything. All right, so what we're going to do here, ladies and gentlemen... Oh, I don't know. We're getting so many layers on here. I don't know if this is going to work, but you know what? We won't know till we try it.
I think you should do Jenkins. Or Prussian.
I was thinking Prussian, but now that you've said Jenkins, I think maybe that might work also. Tomby N.
What are you doing? Yeah.
It's purple. Where's my Jenkins? There we go. No, that's turquoise might be good too. See, it's not going to really matter because this is just going to be the outline. So maybe this turquoise would be good.
Okay.
because it'll go kind of green
Right.
where the gold is.
That makes sense.
All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. Make sure you use plenty of paint. I'm going to go ahead and get my paint sheet off here because I think this is really nice. Got some kind of goopy gunk here. I don't know what the hell that is. From something. Something. Let me turn my oily thing so the flat side's out.
I've had chocolate with the chili powder in it, but not the hot chocolate.
Well, we've got some mighty fine flop-offs here, which I need to be using that on something.
Yeah. You got some options?
Well, I think so. If I move along at a quite rapid speed.
Because this is, with this being the fluid acrylic, they dry pretty quick. Now, she's got a lot of it there, so that sort of opens up the time, but... And she's going to paint, so that's helpful, too. Get your little scoopy thing, or whatever it is. The nail thing, and then that way it's not pokey.
This is true. Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
All the tools are on that side. There you go. Just a little cuticle thing, you know? So it's rounded.
Oh, it went under.
A little bit. Well, it's fluid. And remember, like, it was on top of paint, so it's not going to, like, stick down like it would directly to the gel plate.
True that.
Some things to consider.
Always.
Me too, Eddie. 100%.
What?
Freestyle dancer. I can't learn steps.
Well, that looks really wonderful. I don't know that I got a whole lot of...
That cat is fired up about something.
Is he running around?
Yeah. And
meowing loudly.
I think he's very mad about the rain.
Oh, he is, because he can't go sit out in his chair.
He likes just chilling out there. Yeah? What's that? You don't find it? Yeah, I know. It's wet outside. Ooh, that looks fabulous.
It
These are little
does.
flop-offs, y'all. Flop-offs.
And I'm turning this over so you can kind of see.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, this has got to dry.
Yes.
Then we come in with a really light color.
Ooh, Eddie says it looks like batik.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
I like some salty smoked almonds.
I do too.
And I'm just gonna say it. I really like some salty nuts of any sort.
I really like them, but they don't always like me the next day when my
I know that's right.
fingers and feet are
Puffy.
swollen.
It's like a good dirty
Like
martini.
sausage.
Love it, but you'll pay for it the next day.
That you will. Okay, now I've got this evened up. I think this, look at that. How cool that looks. All right, now we're going to...
Okay.
I have not been drinking.
Water.
I need some water. Yeah, I've got some.
Oh, she hasn't been drinking alcohol. She's just...
No, I haven't. Trying to get that dude straightened up there so that I can really, you know, see. This might be a tissue paper one because it's not fitting on the.
It's leaky batiki.
Batiki.
It's a leaky batiki. That was good, Kim. That was really good. Now I don't like smoked anything. Smoked Gouda is disgusting.
I like smoked.
And the baby
Gouda.
likes it too. I can't even get past the smell of it. Ugh. Smoked cheese, not a fan.
Now, you know, if you make these leaves just ever so slightly smaller.
Don't you even.
Just saying.
It was a suggestion. I understand. If you want to chop them up, you can. You can trim them up. I think they're trimmable.
Well, I don't want to have to do that right now.
Yeah, you can do that later.
I can do it later.
You should trim your leaves on your own time. I'm sorry. Like, there's some of it I just sit there and I just gotta...
Okay, now we're going to...
I'm thinking so, probably.
Now, did you see what's happening here? Part of the problem is that when I go over these leaves, you see how they're lifting? I need to be more careful on my application.
Yes. I think you should probably stay away from the fluids.
I think you're absolutely right, Mariah.
Because once again, she doesn't have it directly to plate. This is going to paint, so it's just not sticking down as well. Even though it's a brand new stencil mask, whatever, you know, Virgin Yupo.
That's funny.
How else am I, like, unaltered?
Unaltered.
Unpainted?
Unpainted. There you go. Now, I love this, but it dries too dang fast. I can't get that over there. I need to have another paper ready to go here. Okay, y'all just hang in there with me. I promise you.
Oh, the leaves. These are Monstera leaves by Christy Hartman. They're 2 different styles. They come in a set of 3. And if you want your smaller, you can alter them. It's an option. All right, Eddie. Hurry back, sweetie. Got 12 minutes. You got 12 minutes.
Oh, I really, you know, I need to kind of think about this a little bit more.
Oh, Sonia's saying stinky pink. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I think it's kind of interesting. I think it's kind of interesting.
Okay, so...
Ooh, or red iron oxide.
Red iron oxide.
But then, well, you need to find your more heavy body one. Don't be doing the fluid.
Okay, I've got that ready to flop off there. I can do the small ones onto this paper. All right, so I think I've got red iron oxide over here in the heavier. Right? Maybe not. I really need to organize my paint again. It's just all
willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. And here's some transparent red. Oh crap, it's open. Well, that's okay. It'll
that might not be a terrible thing.
Yeah, because I'll have more time to, because it's gonna have to dry anyway. I can flop my leaves off onto other things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Mo put the link to our PM isms. We need to add a few. I gotta think about that. Hopefully Mo's taking notes. She's really good at that.
All right, now this one I am going to pull with tissue paper just because I went out to the edges.
Yes. Well, I think that's going to work better anyway, personally.
Oh my gosh, Mariah.
I'll do that.
Do that. I don't know.
Just don't drop that nothing up. Don't drop that nothing up. Don't drop that nothing up.
I think if I go with the direction of the...
Yes. Kind of more aerodynamically. Think about it.
Because once they get stuck down, they seem to be happy there.
Oh, good. Mo does have some more PMisms. We've had some pretty good ones here lately, so. And then I forget when I go downstairs.
All right. Now, oh, love that color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotta get that out of the way because we're gonna put this down here to accept the leaves.
Will you accept these? Don't just flop a leaf. It's rude. I know that's right, Eddie.
This is a very complicated process, you all.
Oh, Darcy's a master at that. So, Paige has been doing, been using her gel prints to collage journal cards and tags. She got the idea from Darcy's latest video. She did it on an envelope. Darcy will collage things on all kinds of things. And then she usually has some very awesome animals and funny things to put down on things. And then she stamps. And she's got a rhythm to it all. That is quite wonderful. We like her. Eddie would like us to know that he's not really at a bar. Hey, you know, like if we did have our hotel thing, we could just have replays of all of our, you know, streams and our friends and all of our channels, you know, like on a loop at the hotel. That'd be so wonderful. And then, like, some of us could just be permanent residents. I think about this regularly.
She does.
I figure if I put enough of it out there into the universe, something will happen. The red iron oxide was a golden. Yes, it's open, but it is the heavy body one, right?
It is. And I probably could have taken some more off. But I wanted the extra on these so I could get the flop off image.
Yeah.
And you can't have it both ways.
You can't have everything.
You can't.
Well, some people do, but it's not usual.
Not usually. Now, look at this. This is going to be really...
That's beautiful.
And, you know, just...
Yeah.
I think that's quite lovely.
Exactly, Jocelyn.
And then this is going to be lovely also.
Oh, wonderful. Margie's going to start doing her weekly videos again next week. Okay.
Are you looking?
I am looking, and I think it's really lovely.
So this is what you're going to get once this dries and we pull it up with a pull layer.
You need to use just like Lucas Krill. Because number one, it needs to be kind of heavy duty because you're pulling 2 coats of, paint already. Plus the powder business. Pan pastel.
I know. I just think, I wish I had a light to shine through that so that you could see it. Because when I hold it up to the light, it's just so brilliant. But I can't do that. You just have to take my word for it.
Well, hopefully it'll pull and yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Now what with this?
Dry enough.
You got 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna do that because it'll take me 5 minutes to arrange my dead leaves.
Yeah, it did. That was a little bit of a process. Laying out the leaves.
Laying out the leaves.
Leaf layout.
Leaf layout. So what I will do is I will probably use one of the bigger ones just on here like so. And then maybe a little one here and a medium one here. And I'm probably going to use either a dark purple or a dark blue.
Okay. I like that. I like the dark purple idea. Because I think at least with the reds, it's going to amp that up a little bit. If you use the blue, you're just going to darken things. Just,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Okay. Sometimes my ideas are good.
Sometimes they are.
They make sense.
Now, what color did you say?
Purple.
The purple? The purple is really, really, really.
But I think you should go like with the Liquitex one that I like so much. My favorite. The violet, whatever. This one.
Oh, that's
that purple.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's deep violet.
Mm-hmm. That's the one you need.
I don't know. Is that one swatched? I haven't even swatched.
Nancy wants to come live in the hotel. Or have a regular visiting kind of schedule, you know, like you could go on tour and then maybe like if we get big enough, we could have kind of
a venue.
Well, we could have them, you know, on each coast and then maybe 2 in central-ish. So 4 across, you know, 1 in each time zone kind of situation.
Oh, really? That's a great idea. That'd be kind of confusing though. I can't tell time. You know.
Well, all the clocks at the PM Artist Studio hotels will all run the same. It's PM time.
Or yeah, the rest you can just figure that.
Yeah, just
out.
You know.
All right, look at this. Isn't this just gorgeous? I've got some good holding up things today, Mariah.
Oh, good, because like I have been like the last 4 streams. I don't know if y'all know, thumbnail situation is very poor lately. I've just been busy, and it's like orders and all the other stuff just take precedent over the thumbnail business. I have been at least naming. I think I got the titles changed up and whatnot. We've been talking about you, Darcy.
Yeah.
All good.
That's what happens when you. Oh, I've got a little bit of a. Oh, I rescued it.
You did. Good job.
I did, but it's still wet.
Mm-hmm. All right, my arty friends. That is it. We will be back on Thursday. I might have my thing. I don't know. I just don't know. To be honest, I'm just not. I have not been inspired yet.
Feeling it yet.
I haven't found the right stuff. I just need the thing. Ooh, but you guys have been posting, and I loved the little face things. And then Eddie's was like a robot deal. I need to watch Eddie's video. That's for the collage prompts, y'all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to get your butts over there to Makers, and you know, find the post.
That's kind of underwhelming, but at least I got most of that paint off.
Anyway, until then, we
love you.
Like
a long
haul. Bye, guys. See you on Thursday.